Another Friday 5-minute magic tip. I have a special guest with me today, somebody you guys might not know about, but it's actually my partner, Dr. Amy, who's been my partner for about 8 years now. And so you guys hear me talk about Dr. Amy a lot. She's in my book we talk about a lot, and she is a real person. This is a real person. So we're just wanted you to get a chance to meet her and ask her a couple of questions about employers, because she kind of started from scratch really fast, which I don't recommend. But wanted to chat with Amy real quick about employers to share some insight for you guys. So, Amy, you started really fast when you started.
6 weeks.
Quit your job, started your practice. When you did that, were employers even on your radar? Did you even think about, hey, I'm going to sign up a bunch of employers? Were you thinking about employers at all?
They were a blip on my radar. I had a wonderful mentor in Josh Humber, and he was working with employers, but that wasn't my primary concern. I wanted to replace my part-time income, and I built it and they came quickly. And some patients had their small businesses, and those were the ones that started asking me, but it wasn't a big part at the beginning, but it was a blip on my radar.
Good, cool. So, and when you did start having some employers come, not small business people come to you, about how long was it? Did it take years for that to happen?
No, probably within the first 6 months. I mean, quickly. But initially they were very small. For the bigger employers, which we now work with, I had some people that worked for those big employers. So they said, you need to come help us. But that was a couple years in the making for the big ones. But for the small businesses, the exterminators, the ice cream shop owner, those kind of people came within 6 months.
That's pretty good. So the last thing is, any tips, tricks, concerns, anything you've learned about working with employers or even brokers, advisors, since you've been doing it together for the last 8 years? What things stand out to you about employers?
Well, he said brokers, which just gives me a red flag sometimes. But if a broker understands DPC and the value of it, we've had a broker with one of our first larger employers that didn't understand DPC and basically just added it on to a regular insurance plan, and it didn't save them a lot of money. Well, duh, they didn't do it right. But so brokers, be wary. Make sure they understand what DPC is, and they need to structure usually a self-funded plan around it. But otherwise, I would say with think big and be patient, because for some of our biggest one now that we take care of, it took us a couple years to land that contract. But you can deal with small business owners, understand our small business of a DPC practice, and you're going to save them money, and it's going to be a win-win. So be patient and listen to your patients and listen to what their businesses need, and usually you can fill that need.
So great information. So hopefully just a couple little tips and tidbits for you guys to share on this Friday 5-minute magic tip. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. I'm looking forward to some awesome football. We're going to try to have some fun this weekend. Hope you guys do too. And I hope to see you back in a week or so, and we'll talk again about some DPC employers. Until then, keep the DPC